With our will. With our hands.
For over a decade, fans assumed the gates of the arena had closed forever. Spartacus ended in a blaze of glory, blood, rebellion, and heartbreak. And Ashur, one of TV's most unforgettable serpents, met a death so brutal that even his haters cheered. But in 2025, Starz is flipping the script with a reality-bending continuation, Spartacus, House of Ashur. And this time, the story doesn't just revisit the rebellion, it reshapes it entirely. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master, because today we're diving into a world where fate has been rewritten, death is negotiable, and one of the franchise's greatest villains is about to become the most unlikely protagonist in the Spartacus universe. In this brand new chapter, the question isn't what happened next, but rather something far more shocking. What if Ashur never died? That single twist sends the entire story spinning in a new direction and opens the gates for one of the wildest Spartacus seasons ever made.
Not asked to be in this house, yet I stand equal as any man within it.
A new reality for an old villain. The new series takes place about 6 months after War of the Damned, but in a timeline where one key thread has been rewoven. In the original story, Ashur's arc ends on Mount Vesuvius when Naevia decapitates him, giving fans one of the most satisfying payoffs in the franchise. But House of Ashur imagines a very different path, one where Ashur survives, kills Spartacus, and becomes Rome's unexpected hero. In this alternate history, the Republic rewards Ashur for helping crush the slave rebellion. His prize? Control of the gladiator school once owned by Batiatus. For a man who once groveled at Batiatus's feet, being given the title of dominus is the ultimate twist of fate. But Rome isn't kind to men who climb too fast. The elites may smile in public, but in private, they want him gone. They don't trust him, they don't respect him, and they sure as hell don't want an ex-slave, an ex-gladiator, and a known traitor controlling a ludus. Ashur has everything he ever dreamed of, but discovers it's nearly impossible to keep. Stephen S. DeKnight describes Ashur's new position perfectly. He's a hero of Rome on paper, and a pest to everyone who actually runs it. That tension, earned power versus inherited prejudice, is the beating heart of the series.
That saw Spartacus to deserve it,
You find yourself elevated.
How Ashur returns from the dead. When Starz first announced the show, fans had one huge question. How do you bring back a man who died so definitely? The answer came in a stunning sneak peek released by Starz. The clip opens with Ashur in the underworld, literally, confused, disoriented, and fresh off his death. Standing before him is Lucretia, marking Lucy Lawless's powerful return. But she's not alone. She's holding Ilithia's baby, and she explains that although Ashur was meant to die on Vesuvius, fate holds countless paths. His death was only one. With a calm, eerie presence that only Lucretia can bring, she sends Ashur into a new reality, one where he never died, where he killed Spartacus instead, and where Rome granted him his own ludus as a reward. It's a mythology-tinged twist that feels right at home in a show famous for pushing boundaries. So yes, House of Ashur isn't just a sequel, it's a reality shift.
House, and we among it.
Ashur as dominus, power, politics, and blood. In this new world, Ashur rises as dominus of the House of Ashur, a role he's always fantasized about, but was never meant to hold. But ruling a house isn't like climbing the gladiator ranks. It's far more political, far more deadly, and far easier to lose. Starz describes the show as a thrilling, erotic, history-bending roller coaster filled with palace intrigue, shifting alliances, sex, violence, and twisted loyalty. Ashur is trying to climb Rome's social ladder, but every rung is rigged with traps. The more power he gains, the more his enemies multiply. And Ashur responds in only the way he knows, scheming, manipulating, seducing, and eliminating anyone who stands in his way. He isn't a hero, he isn't meant to be, but he is the perfect protagonist for a world where betrayal is currency.
And when the house of Batiatus fell to the mad Thracian Spartacus.
Enter Achillia, the gladiatrix who changes the game. One of the most exciting additions to this new series is Achillia, played by Tanika Davis. Ashur introduces her as a sight never before witnessed in the arena, a gladiatrix whose skill and ambition rival any man's. She becomes a central part of Ashur's rise, both a weapon and a symbol. Achillia isn't there to be a spectacle. She's there to conquer Rome's expectations and challenge the traditions of the ludus. For a show built on reinvention and shock value, Achillia is the perfect evolution of Spartacus arena combat.
In the arena, we forge our own fate.
Meet Chorus, the trainer with a past. Another major character is Chorus, played by Graham McTavish. Fans will recognize McTavish from Outlander, The Witcher, and House of the Dragon, but he feels shockingly natural in the Spartacus world. Chorus is an ex-gladiator who won his freedom and now serves as the lead trainer of Ashur's school. DeKnight says McTavish brings strength, humor, and deep emotion to the role. Chorus becomes one of the pillars of the House of Ashur, someone who understands the arena better than Ashur ever will, and someone strong enough to challenge him when necessary.
The House of Ashur is blemished by constant defeat in the game.
Julius Caesar and Cornelia, a power couple with sharp teeth. Julius Caesar returns in the series, though this time he's played by Jackson Gallagher due to Todd License's scheduling conflicts. But the Caesar we meet here isn't the all-powerful dictator from history books. At this point, he's still rising, still searching for influence, still trying to build his legacy. And the secret to his rising power? His wife, Cornelia Cinna, played by Jamie Slater. Cornelia is richer, more influential, and more respected than Caesar himself. Rome is obsessed with her, and together, she and Caesar form one of the most dangerous alliances in the series. Their marriage is equal parts passion, mind games, ambition, and destruction. They manipulate, maneuver, and murder anyone who interferes with their plans. DeKnight describes them bluntly. Sex, drugs, and destruction are their calling card. The moment these two appear on screen, the entire political landscape of the series shifts. The show's supporting cast is filled with sharp, dynamic talent, including Jamaica Vaughn, Ivana Baquero, Jordi Weber, Claudia Black, and Lee Gill. Each of them adds new layers to the bloody, seductive chaos of Ashur's world.
Old fatal spear that claimed the life of Spartacus.
What to expect from the tone and style. Anyone worried that the new series will soften the Spartacus brand can relax. DeKnight made it clear that House of Ashur will deliver everything fans loved about the original. Graphic violence, intense emotion, erotic tension, explosive betrayals, and big operatic twists. But with Ashur at the center, the tone becomes darker, more unpredictable, and more morally twisted. Spartacus was about rebellion and freedom. House of Ashur is about hunger, ambition, and survival inside Rome's most poisonous corridors of power. Ashur, despite being the protagonist, is still fully Ashur, scheming, ruthless, slippery, and capable of smiling in your face while planting a blade in your back. Fans may hate him, love him, or both, but they won't be bored watching him claw his way upward.
Caesar. This visit to Capua presents unexpected.
Release date. After more than a decade, Spartacus returns with something no one predicted. A villain-led, mythologically reshaped, politically explosive sequel. Spartacus, House of Ashur, premieres December 5th, 2025, with the first 2 episodes dropping on Starz. It's the 5th installment of the franchise, the first in 12 years, and the boldest shift the universe has ever taken. Stephen DeKnight calls returning to Spartacus after so long a rare and wonderful opportunity. Starz executives call the new series high-octane and long-awaited, and Nick A. Tarabai steps back into Ashur's sandals, ready to rewrite history with blood and ambition. The arena doors are open again, and this time, the snake sits on the throne.
Fought before, but not against such as I. fear that my fault.
Our nerdy thoughts. And that's everything we know so far about Spartacus, House of Ashur. A twisted new timeline, a resurrected villain, and a new Roman power game ready to explode. As the arena opens once more, only one thing is certain. Blood, betrayal, and chaos are back in full force. Stay tuned, Spoiler Army, because Ashur's house is just getting started.
That we tower above all others.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.